Hello all, it's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one whom isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If you would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign. So please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading may apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we're going to get started. I do hope everybody's doing well and feeling well. So let's see what's going on here, okay? Spirit, please give us clear and accurate messages. Somebody's got some deep fakes all around them. Spirit say crisis actors. If I see it again, then we're going to take it. But somebody's definitely got deep fakes all around them. That's crisis actors. Yeah, Spirit say them forget them folks. Them folks ain't right. Spirit, what's going on here? I got so many cards in this deck, guys. We have poison here. Somebody could be, somebody could have been poisoned by somebody, or somebody is trying to poison someone. Spirit, what else is going on? Wow. We got the whole family is in on it. So somebody is trying to poison someone in an effort to like kill them or something. I see daughter or son here. Somebody could be trying to poison their daughter or their son. And the whole family is in on it. Actually, I see this again. Deep fakes all around you. Ops. I also see toxic family members here. There's a lot of gossip going on. I see help here. Help was sticking out, but this card actually say help is on the way. Okay. I keep seeing toxic family members. Somebody's family is some control freaks as well, I'm seeing. Spirit, what else is going on here? I see forget them folks again. Somebody's on the run. Somebody's doing voodoo. Somebody's got a lot of family secrets as well. Okay, so let's see what we have here. We have poison here. A lot of dark energy around whoever this person is that's trying to poison someone. We have the whole family is in on it. Daughter or son. This could be somebody's daughter or son that's trying to poison them. Or this is someone who's trying to poison their daughter or son, and the whole family is in on it. We got deep fakes all around you. Ops. Okay, so your whole family that's in on whatever this is, okay, could be ops, okay, stalkers, informants, low down and dirty, sellouts, cons, savages. They could be full of deception. Could be agents. Give us one more, please, Spirit. One more message. I keep seeing, I see deadbeat dads here, and I also see stepdad here. Okay? Burdens caused by others. Shock. childhood trauma or drama, toxic family members. Somebody's doing moon magic as well. Betrayal for the love of money here, okay? So it looks like somebody is trying to poison someone in their family for money. These individuals are deep fake, spirit is saying. They're op, spirit is saying. Yeah. We also have crisis actors here that came up again as well. Do I see they're dangerous, satanic sellouts? Okay, so these individuals are satanic sellouts, spirit is saying. Yeah, but this is betrayal for the love of money. Somebody's trying to take out one of their own family members for money here. Somebody's low-key competing with someone. Murder was the case. They're doing anything for money. Okay. So betrayal for the love of money. They're dangerous, satanic sellouts. Murder was the case. Okay. So let's see what's going on here. Okay. Somebody poisoned their daughter or son, or they're trying to poison their daughter or son. Okay. So let's see. Let's get some further clarification for this situation, guys. Spirit, clarify poison. So we have the moon here. Something is being covered up. Something is being hidden. Okay. We know the moon talks about secret things, hidden things, what's done in the dark. Evilness, wickedness, sinister type of energy, shady people, dirty dealings, decisions being made, illusions being created, fear, hiding things. Something is going on behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind someone's back here. Okay. This is definitely criminal activity, criminal in nature with this poison being here. Okay. Something could have been done late at night or in the wee hours of the morning or something here, but somebody is doing something in secret here, okay, as it relates to somebody being poisoned. Spirit, clarify the whole family is in on it. Yeah, we got time is money here, so stop wasting it. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. This is how these people feel, okay? This is about greed, okay? Some people could have taken bribes to go along with this, but these individuals they're materialistic. They're money hungry gold diggers. They're doing this for money. Spirit, clarify daughter or son. So we have the world here. Somebody's trying to bring some type of completion or ending to their daughter or son here. Spirit, clarify deep fakes all around you. We have go with your gut. Something just isn't right. Okay. Listen to your wisdom. Follow your intuition. You know the vibes are off with particular persons, with the situation. Okay. That little voice in the back of your head could be telling you no, stop, don't, or something here. Okay. Don't ignore what you feel though. You definitely need to proceed with caution. Spirit, clarify ops. Clarify ops. So these ops in your family, spirit is saying that they're cold-blooded killers. This is my cold-blooded killer death card, okay? This is a setup, okay? Somebody got bodies on them, though, okay? Like somebody has murdered before, okay? Somebody may be a black widow. They don't necessarily, somebody that's a part of this may be a black widow. They don't necessarily have to be though, okay? But somebody has definitely killed before, poisoned someone, drugged someone, done something in an effort to cause someone's death before, okay? Spirit, clarify crisis actors. We have witness to a gruesome murder here, okay? So this talks about plots, plans, and schemes, okay? This talks about somebody's death being a trap, being foul play, okay? An ambush, a setup, okay? So these crisis actors may be around to witness a gruesome murder or someone. Spirit, clarify betrayal for the love of money. Yeah, family issues here, okay? So your family is trying to betray you or for the love of money, okay? You could have been isolated by this family, abandoned by this family, treated like the black sheep, the scapegoat. You were mistreated, okay? These people hated on you. You had a lack of support from your family. You were left out in the cold. You've had to deal with a lot of trauma, drama, fighting, lies, deception, and no love from these people here, Spirit is saying. So to clarify, they're dangerous. Clarify, they're dangerous. So we have here, pick your poison, okay? So there's a lot of different things that's on this card here, okay? Several of these individuals who is in your family that is a part, who are obs, who's a part of this, who's trying to poison someone here, they could be involved in a lot of different things, okay? From sex, drugs, alcohol, money, stealing, lying, killing, cheating, partying, violence, porn, dealing, hitting licks, lying, gambling, loan sharking, scamming. It don't have to be all of those things, but several of these people, you know, really all of the people who are involved here, they're involved in one or more things that's on this card here, okay? Somebody, yeah. Spirit, clarify satanic sellouts. Clarify satanic sellouts. These satanic sellouts, they're doing some type of spell work as well. Somebody is into witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, voodoo, hoodoo, hexes, curses, spells, evil eyes, santerias, okay, drugging people, poisoning people, doing root work on people, hexing people, doing death spells on people, okay. I also see here on murder was the case, we have hospital and drug overdose here, okay. Somebody is going to be rushed to the hospital with drugs in their system, okay. This is what this person was poisoned with. Somebody could have put some type of, somebody could have drugged somebody's drink, somebody's food or something, but there's some type of drug that is being used to poison this person, okay? But Spirit is saying murder was the case, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the eye roll here. This is like my evil eye card here, okay? Haters giving you dirty looks all up in your business, staring, stalking, watching, okay? Throwing shade, surveillancing and different things. They're watching what's going on because all these people are involved with sacrificing this person here, okay? That's what's going on here, y'all. And even though this is a general reading, y'all know from time to time, if I can identify with something that could help or assist you with something, then I let you all know, okay? As I look at this, whoever this is, like I said, this person, somebody is being poisoned. Whatever they're being poisoned with, it's like it's a drug, okay? You know how over the years there's been a history of different people poisoning people, okay? Drugging someone, and even if you drug someone, is actually considered still toxic. It's poison, okay? Especially if too much of a particular drug is put in somebody's system, whether it's like prescription drugs or something like that, or something else, is still considered poison, okay? But like in the past, we've heard of like people poisoning people with arsenic and antifreeze and all kinds of things here. Somebody is specifically using a drug, okay? On this murder was the case here. If you notice on the top of this card, we have the hospital. There's going to be like a 911 emergency. Somebody's going to be rushed to the hospital here, okay? It's going to be like a it may seem like a drug overdose with this person or something, because if you notice up here, I have hospital, 911 emergency. Down here it says drug overdose, and I have a list of all kinds of drugs here, okay? But we also had the poison card here that came out. So this person is being poisoned on purpose. But the reason why I brought this up, okay, I'm going to give y'all an example, okay? The man who I was told was my father when he went into the hospital in a diabetic coma, what's called a diabetic coma, because he was a diabetic. Okay. Now, I briefly kind of told y'all something about this like yesterday, if you see my readings yesterday. So they waited a whole 2 days to even let me know that he was even in the hospital. They ended up calling me like on Christmas Day, I believe it was. Okay, so because he had went into the hospital like on the 23rd, 22nd, 23rd, something like that, or whatever. It was like Christmas Day when they called me. It was like so stressed for me because, you know, Christmas, I'm cooking, I'm trying to Christmas my child and all this other kind of stuff. And my ex at the time's birthday was on Christmas as well. So, you know, I'm trying to Christmas and birthday, you know what I'm saying? All on the same day, and I get this call. Okay, so I'm literally having to drop everything and go here. They waited a whole 2 days when his girlfriend called me or whatever. So I said all that to say to get to what I'm talking about this poison and this drug here, okay? As y'all know, before I told you, he was a sacrifice, okay? He was sacrificed on purpose, okay? Y'all also know that before I have told you, there was a series of deaths that happened all on the same side of the family, which would have been on his side of the family. It was 4 family members that died all 4 months apart, starting with him, okay? It was him, then it was his aunt, then 2 of his aunts, and then his nephew, okay? Which was one of the aunts who died, her son as well, okay? Now, all of these people, they, like I said, they're all on the same they're all in the same family, and all of them are directly related and connected to his mother, the man that I know, that I was told was my father or whatever, okay? Nevertheless, I say all this. I know he was a sacrifice. I told y'all briefly yesterday, I talked about it yesterday, that while a few times it was a whole bunch of shit that was going on, but when I went to go see him at the hospital, it was because he was there for so long. But after a while, they ended up wanting to release him from the hospital, and they were going to send him to another facility. But by this time, because he was in a diabetic coma, he was on 100% oxygen. He wasn't breathing on his own, and you can't go to hospice unless you're breathing on your own. People who go to hospice are about to die, but they have to be able to breathe on their own. They can't go to the hospice on any type of machinery. So the nearest facility that he could have went was outside the state or whatever, and nobody was willing to go except for me or whatever. And this is when they got in a haste to go on and end him or whatever. They actually finished him off in the hospital. I know this for a fact. And because many times that I was there, if they would have had let him stay in that hospital about another week at the most, I know this, Spirit told me this, if he would have been able to stay in that hospital another week, maybe week and a half or 2, he would have came up out that coma, because he was already coming up out the coma. And I briefly told y'all about this yesterday in the reading that I was doing. There was times that the CNA people would come in and clean him, bathe him. There was this one in particular time that they came in to bathe him. Nobody else was there. I was sitting there and waiting, and because no other family was there on that particular day, well, at that point in time, they came later. I stayed in the room because you know how sometimes people, they'll be careless and reckless with your family, especially when they are not, you know, really conscious to know what's going on and happening with them. So I just wanted to make sure that, you know, he was going to be all right. So it was a little young lady and a young guy that came in to bathe him. And while they were bathing him, I knew he was going to come up out that coma, because like I would talk to him and different things like that, and he would like make different gestures and different things with his face and different things. He knew that I was there. He knew when certain people was around him. I also knew I observed very well when other people was around. When certain people was around, he was clenched up. He would grinch up, like almost like a person that would be mad. You know how a person, if they don't like you or they would be mad, they kind of squinch away from you, or, you know, move away from you kind of in some type of way. I seen him do like that with other people. But people who are in comas, doctors will tell you it's not abnormal for them to like flinch, like their arms could like jump or fingers might move real quick or something like that or whatever. You might even see the eyeball move, like their eyes would be closed, but you might see the eyeball move and different things like that or whatever, but they'll still be in the coma or whatever. But anyway, long story short, on this particular day when the people was bathing him, and they was bathing his whole body, when they went to turn him on his side to clean like the back of him and his behind and all of that, and like I told y'all, this is a man who had been in the penitentiary before, so like he wasn't going, you know what I'm saying? So when they went to clean his behind, he clenched up so hard, like, you know how you tighten your butt cheeks or whatever when you don't want somebody touching you? Like, he literally jerked, like he knew what was happening, okay? If they had to let him stay in that hospital about another week, but he ended up being there for about a month, okay? Because he ended up, it was so ironic, but by the time he got out, it was his birthday, okay? And he's an Aquarius, so his birthday is at the beginning of February or what have you. So he ended up being there for, I want to say like a month or something like that or whatever, but his insurance wasn't going to allow him to stay in the hospital anymore or whatever. But with all that interaction that I was seeing, along with everything else that was going on, I knew if he had stayed there, been able to stay there a little while longer, he would have came up out that coma. Everything was telling me he was coming. They was all too eager to go on and kill him. They kept calling all the family there and the little family room to make a decision and this, that, and the other, whatever. So anyway, long story short, why I'm talking about this, to resonate that with this reading here. One of the times that I was there, the doctor told me, he just told me all of a sudden, out the blue, he ended up telling me that he had cocaine in his system, okay? Now, I know he don't do cocaine, okay? He didn't do cocaine. And even somebody who has handled cocaine before, small traces of it might get in your system or whatever, like get in your DNA or whatever, but it wouldn't have been large trace amounts for them to pick it up like that. You understand what I'm saying? You would like literally have to ingest it, okay? And he didn't do cocaine like that, so that always set off with me or whatever, and I'm like, how did he get this much? And it was just so much shit that pissed me off about the situation, because prior to this happening, there was things he was dealing with his ex-girlfriend, and he had them call me. He was like, yeah, they stole my shit, my money came up missing, you know, other stuff came up missing, I'm not going to discuss on here or whatever. I knew what he was talking about. He had told me about all kinds of stuff or whatever, okay? And everything. And he wasn't getting his medication properly, wasn't getting fed properly. He had even got to the point where he didn't ask me to get a house and allow him to come and stay with me. And he even made the comment, he was like, get a house in this area. He was like, she was like, your daddy not going to interfere with your life. Because he didn't like the fact that he didn't want me to be gay. He didn't want me to be a lesbian, okay? He was like, I'm not going to interfere with your life. Just get a place and let your daddy come and stay with you. I'm like, all right, I got to work on it. I got to get some money together. I got to figure out what I can do, okay? He was like, okay, till then, I'm going to go and stay at my mama house, okay? So that was the plan. But see, prior to this, they had actually tried to kill him before. Brand new freaking SUV truck, all of a sudden, just goes off the road. He ended up getting out, you know, fine without, you know, any problems or anything. But they actually tried to kill him in that car wreck months before. That didn't work out. When he ended up going down to, so the plan was for him to go to his mom's house. All of a sudden, this happens. And it was a little while later because, you know, there was all different type of shit that was going on. They ended up going to like a cabin down by the lake and all this other kind of shit that, you know, I wasn't included in and stuff like that or whatever. But I knew about everything that was going on or whatever. But anyway, I said all that to say that that was something that always didn't sit right with me, and I knew he would have came up out that coma, and they was such in a rush at a certain point. They got to the point, the family got to the point where they was like basically attacking me, and I had a cousin that was steady calling me, telling me, and I ain't gonna put their names on blast like that, so I'm just say this cousin Belle, okay, or Nine, okay. This person was steady calling me and was like, you the power attorney. You the one can make the decision. You in charge of everything. Left you in charge of everything. I'm like, I know, but his mama is living. You know what I'm saying? I already know how this side of the family is. So I'm like, you know what? No, his mama is living. Let her decide what she want to do. And we're going to leave it like that or whatever. But it pissed me off so much. And then, I had another cousin. I'm just call her Cher. Okay, that was steady calling me. By the time that they decided that they was just going to pull the plug on them and shit like that, I knew some other shit was going on. Something else happened in the hospital that I wasn't going to fucking be there for them. It's all type of shit started happening in the moving this room. People, the family and the shit, they get to fighting and get into it. They moved this room, all kinds of shit. They made that seem like it was my fault. I had nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Just so happened I come to visit one day. They had to completely move this room, and I just so happened had to been the first one that was there, so I was the first one to sign the list. You have to put the names of the people that's coming to visit, and I think show your ID and all this other kind of stuff. That particular day I just happened to be the first. They made it seem like I hadn't had this room moved and blocked off anybody from coming, but I didn't do anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck does that? But so it was like all kinds of shit happening. You understand what I'm saying? And by this time, you know what I'm saying, my other cousin, Cher, she called. I got one cousin, Belle, that's calling me like, you the power attorney. You can make the decisions on everything. Your name is on everything and all this other kind of stuff or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But let his mom make the decision. Let her decide what she going to do. Because he wasn't married or anything. And I'm the oldest. You understand what I'm saying? So technically, it would have been my decision, and anything he had would have came to me first before anybody else. You understand what I'm saying? But of course they was mad about all of this shit after the fact. So they started treating me any type of way throughout this whole time and shit like that. So I'm like, let his mom handle it and shit like that or whatever. They was all too anxious for him just to go on and go. So when they decided to pull the plug on, I refused to go to the hospital. Because I knew that they hadn't done something to him in that hospital. There was something else that they did to him in that hospital. And how I know, when they had moved his room, I had two aunts that was in that room. Okay? One I'm going to call Bet, and the other I'm going to call Lynn. Okay? And my cousin Cher was in there. Okay? She comes up in there and said, yeah, I think she said, yeah, Ann said somebody put a root on him. I said, what? But I left it alone. And the two aunts that was in the room, they just kind of looked away. So I'm like, okay. So I'm already knowing some shit was going on. I already know some spell work was done on him, and he was given something that put him in that fucking diabetic coma. Okay, but he was coming out of it, and I wasn't going to be a part of them. I knew he wouldn't want to be sitting up in there like that suffering, and I knew if he was able to stay longer, he would have came up out that coma. Spirit had already told me. Plus, I had seen his movements and different things. He was coming up out that coma. You understand what I'm saying? See, they don't know I know all of this shit, okay? And I'm putting all this shit together, okay? So when my other cousin Cher, she calling me, all the family here, they calling on the family here, they all go on and let them go. You got to go on and go. I'm like, no, I ain't coming. But every time she was calling, it was going to my voicemail. So I'm hearing people in the background, like one of the younger aunts, which I'm gonna call Rick, okay? Oh, fuck that bitch. That bitch just don't care and shit. Like I'm the only one who do care. You there at the hospital with the fucking killers, and I ain't gonna, including your sister, and I ain't gonna be the fucking involved. So I didn't go. You understand? Because Spirit had already told he was coming about that coma. They finished him off while I was there. Somebody had to put a root on him, and somebody had to drugged him with some shit that should not have been in his fucking system. Period. And that's what had his ass in that diabetic coma in the first thing in place. So I tell y'all all that, okay, to say something is happening like this, okay? Somebody has been poisoned with something. Whatever the poison is they using, it's not like some off, like something else, like the poison was like rat poison or arsenic or antifreeze or something like that that other people have poisoned with. It's like a drug. It's some type of drug. It's either a street drug or it's like a prescription drug or something, but it's some type of drug that they're giving them an overdose of it in something, okay? And somebody is also doing spell work, because we have satanic sellouts here, but with the spell work card here, somebody is also doing some type of spell work on somebody. So I told y'all that, guys, not just to keep, reliving the past, which this shit need to be known, okay? Because I knew, and I sit up and I watch these people, crisis fucking actors, funeral after funeral after funeral. They get up in here, y'all. If I told y'all how they acted in this man's funeral, you would call me a lie. Now, the pastor that they had to do the eulogy, I grew up with this person, around this person. This person went to this person's here church. This would be my grandmother on my supposed mama side. Church. I grew up around it. Y'all, this man got up here talking about how that back in the day they used to call him Ike, and I'm like, what Ike? Musical Ike? Pimp Ike? Like little boys Ike? Like transgenders? Which Ike you talking about? This is how this man got up here preaching. And you had people going up here fake crying. When you get to the part and people can come up and say stuff, fake crying in the church. They get up here telling stupid ass stories about how they used to go to the club and how they kick it. We in the church now, okay? And the church that the funeral was held at, this is a church, almost like a it is. I believe it's a Baptist church, but the area that it's in is welcome to anybody of any race. But the pastor of that church is Caucasian. If you could see the face or expression on this white man's face, on the pastor's face of that church, okay? It was almost disgust, okay, y'all. Then when they got to the point, so you had all these people come up here fake crying, that fake crying shit. You want to talk about? You don't do that shit at nobody's funeral. You don't do that over the dead like that. And then all the men in the church stand up. I was through. Okay, I could have blew my whistle and threw my damn flag. Okay. All the men in the church, they all stand up. They got their hands in Masonic symbol. I said, oh, so y'all all Masons, huh? I'm knowing what the fuck this is. Oh, so y'all Masons, huh? All of you. I'm talking all his friends, all his homeboys, all the dudes from the hood. About every man in the church, they all standing up. They hands like that. Oh, so y'all Masons and shit, huh? Y'all got the hand signs and symbolisms and shit down. I ain't know this here. But see, I know the signs and symbols. I'm smack dead in the middle of awakening, so I'm knowing this shit. I said, look at this shit here. Oh, so it's a Masonic funeral here, huh? Okay. Y'all, it was so much shit. He was the first one. 4 months later, it was another one. 4 months after that, it was another funeral. 4 months after, it was another. Now, remind y'all, when he passed, the other 3 people was at this funeral, was living. They all died back to back to back. I knew these was fucking sacrifices. It was either at the second funeral or the third. The cousin Belle got up and said, y'all, we was just here 4 months ago. They all died. And y'all, this the type of family that's jealous of one another. They compete with one another. They be in bullshit together, but they jealous and compete with one another. I was the only one. Okay? My love for hats, okay, which My love for hats come from this woman here. You see her with the hat on. I love hats, okay? So I had a fly ass hat on at this funeral, okay? I'm suited and booted. I'm dressed to the T. Everybody was I was the only one in there with a hat. So by the time the other funerals happened, everybody wearing hats and shit. I even wore a hat, a different type of hat to the wake. You understand what I'm saying? This is how they act. You know what I'm saying? If one person get mad, other person, they want that attention and shit, so the other person get mad. One person when a person died, people bring you food and donating money if they can help out with anything, and sending well wishes and gifts and all this other kind of shit. All of a sudden, all other kind of people die. Oh, you want this attention and shit too. The first aunt that died, she was just fine. She come and go as she was just fine. She did have a little breathing machine on this. She had to carry with her all the time. Somebody unplugged her fucking breathing machine the night before that woman got up to go get her damn grandkid from school. And while she was driving, she never did make it to go pick up her grandchild. While she was driving, her oxygen thing must have ran out. She stopped at they found her. Everybody searching around for her. She's sitting at the damn stop sign on one of the damn streets, just sitting there. Now, why this suspicious in a motherfucker? One, somebody unplugged her machine. Anybody that has an oxygen machine, when you get home, or anywhere where you sitting still long enough, you're going to plug it up and make sure it's juiced up enough and all this other kind of stuff when you go out and you out and about and different things, number one. Number two, who the fuck puts their car in park when they go to, when they're driving? When you stop at a stop sign, you don't put your car in park and sit there for a while. This car was in park. You understand what I'm saying? If she would have just ran out of oxygen and lost consciousness, this car would have kept on rolling and ran off to the side of the road, hit something, ran in a ditch or something. No, that car was sitting perfectly at a fucking stop sign. That shit was staged. The other aunt that passed away 4 months after that. Yeah, I think she has some underlying health things going on. Okay. Now the first aunt that passed, this is the cousin Belle's mother that passed. The second aunt that passed 4 months after that, this is the cousin Cher who passed. And this was suspicious to me because even though she did have a little weight on her, okay, she could have stood to gain to lose get some of that weight off of her or whatever. And she had a little cane thing or whatever. But, she came and go as she pleased, just fine, and everything. Okay? These women is full-figure women anyway. They've been full-figure all their life, but in a decent-sized way. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody that's necessarily full-figured is just, obese or something like that. You know what I'm saying? She may have had a little bit too much excess little weight on. You know what I'm saying? Regular little health issues or whatever. All of a sudden, she just gone. What was suspicious about that before is because her and her daughter, they were somewhere a while before, and a freaking 18-wheeler had just ran into them while they was sitting in park. So they was getting ready to get a settlement. That woman ended up dying before that settlement come in. So who got all that settlement? That ain't none of my business, but it's what I know. I don't care nothing about it, but it's what I know. Not long after that, her son, okay, who we call Junior, he's a junior, so most people call him Junior, on a Sunday, broad daylight, on a main street, say he was walking home from church, shot multiple times on a main street where heavy traffic go through all the time. Don't nobody know nothing. Don't nobody see nothing. Don't nobody know. And the dude that they pinned it on, he's a fucking patsy. I know it. These were blood sacrifices, bruh. Don't nobody family die back to back to back to back like that. Not one fucking investigation was done on any of their deaths. I ain't gonna say it no more. I'm gonna talk to y'all about this several fucking times. Y'all think it's a game when it's really not. I ain't never got to come on here and make up shit. This is the truth. This is real life for me. I don't know who else y'all be listening to that's got scripted fucking responses and made up bullshit that they be telling y'all. Rockabye baby and y'all to sleep one right after the other. But I never lie to you. The woman here, even though she passed in 2012 here, my grandma, I'm talking about it's been sacrifices back to back to back because y'all, this was all on my supposed father's side of these deaths that happened. They cranked that shit up on my supposed mother's side, back to back to back. A cousin who, he calls me one day, he just damn fine. Other people in the family find out that he hadn't called me from prison. All of a sudden, he pops up the fuck dead. He hadn't been there for a while, had no complications, no problem, no nothing. All of a sudden, he mysteriously died from a seizure. No, he didn't. He was murdered. He was murdered. And he called to tell me about something that I didn't know. But it was so random because he had never called me before from prison. Now we was plenty cool and close, you know, when he was out and everything. But he called me out the blue one day. And what he wanted to talk about will blow your mind. Now, I ain't going to tell you in detail who he told me that the situation was about, but he called to talk to me about a sister and brother having sex together. And I'm going to leave that like that. That's what he called to tell me. And I talked to him. Asked him what he's all right. Did he need anything? Could I send him anything like that? And we got off the phone. Other family members ended up finding out. I think it was my supposed mother ended up finding out. And I talked to him. All of a sudden, he pops up dead. They killed him. He was a sacrifice. Another cousin, brother, killed. Sacrifice. This was all, these deaths started all on the supposed mother's side. Not long after that, guess what? My supposed mother, father died. Back to fucking back, y'all. These was blood sacrifices. This woman here, her name is Jewel. And she is a Jewel. Okay? This would have been my supposed mother's mother. I know she was a sacrifice. They took her on Thanksgiving Day. Now remember I told you about my supposed dad. They called me on Christmas Day. About him. He had already been in the hospital and diabetic coma for 3 whole days before they even happened to call me. They called me on Thanksgiving. She was already in the hospital on I told y'all about this yesterday as well. She died on Thanksgiving. Well, actually, it was on that year. That year, I believe Thanksgiving landed on November 27th. She was gone on November 28th. And I never forget it because I was at home cooking on Thanksgiving. And my ex had to work that day. And I remember talking to my girl. She sounded fine. She was breathing on her own. She sounded real good and everything, but she was still at the hospital. I said, Grandma, when my girlfriend got there, who was my girlfriend at the time, said, when she get here, I'm going to make you a plate and I'm going to bring it to you so you don't have to be eating no hospital food on Thanksgiving. She said, no, baby, don't worry. And I had to do it like that because she was in the ICU at the time. And my daughter was real young at the time, and you can't take kids in the ICU. You understand what I'm saying? So she said, no, baby, don't worry about it. She said, the pastor and her pastor and the pastor's wife had to been up there to see her. And one of her good friends had to been up there and seen her. And they had brung her something, and she was okay. I said, you sure? She said she was fine. Y'all, the next day, she was on 100%. She couldn't even breathe on her own. Couldn't even talk. I actually got to see her before she passed, but it's like she was waiting on me to get there before she passed. Some of y'all who wonder if you're chosen, when your people are on their deathbed, but they're still alive and they're calling for you, and they know they're getting ready to pass, and you the last person that they end up coming before they see them, they pass after they see you, you're chosen. It's like that connection that they have to you, to God, that they can now reach the light. They can go towards the light. And they go on and pass right after that. If that ever happened to you, when somebody's on their deathbed, if they're still living and breathing now, like if you know what I'm saying, their eyes are still open and they're still breathing. When she passed away, well, before she passed away, everybody was able to get there basically to see her before she, her eyes was closed, she was gone. You understand what I'm saying? And I just broke down. I said, I love you. And she couldn't really speak. She made a gesture to let me know that she loved me too, or whatever. And right after that, she was gone. But I'm telling y'all this because some of y'all don't understand. A lot of y'all, when y'all hear blood sacrifice, y'all think this only happens among celebrities and people in the government and very wealthy, powerful people and shit. This shit is happening every single day. There is somebody near you that's a sellout right now. I promise you, I will bet my life upon it. You got low level, low vibrational, low life ass motherfuckers right now who are sellouts and who are in witch covens, secret societies, satanic cults and all kinds of shit. And they take these oaths and they sign these contracts that they are bound to. And they have to come up out these sacrifices. This is ritualistic for them. It's tradition for them. And see, everybody crisis acts, so they just go along and play their role. So like, when you happen to hear that such and such in the family and passed away or whatever, it seemed random, it seemed tragic to you, it seemed like an awful situation, and you focus in the moment, oh man, family such and such and passed away, or this, that, and the other happened, that you're not understanding, you're not realizing that this shit here was a setup, that it was a sacrifice. Many of you got Masons and Eastern Stars and different shit in your family. You didn't even know it. I didn't even know that shit. It's a whole lot of them. I didn't even know that shit until I had an awakening. I've literally been surrounded by military officials and Masons and Eastern Stars my entire life, and I didn't even know it. The ones of them that was in the military, I did. The ones of them in secret societies and shit, I didn't. I didn't know nothing about a Freemason, a Eastern Star, a Jesuit, a Skull and Bone, none of that shit. Until I was 30-some years old, and going through an awakening. And even then, finding out, and I'm like, oh man. And I'm looking into this stuff, and I'm sitting up thinking, me being ignorant at the time, I'm sitting up there, I'm like, oh man. How awful is this? These Caucasian people are part of it. I had no idea. They are whole Masonic damn chapters full of black folks and all kinds. I'm like, what the hell is this? I never knew. This is shit that was hid from me. Okay? I'm telling y'all this because this shit happens all the time. Whoever you are, this ain't got to be about my situation. Somebody somewhere, this is going on in your family, in your household, amongst people you know. Okay? Somebody, this is either just happened or about to happen. Somebody has poisoned their son or their daughter, or they're about to. Okay? For some of you all, this could have already happened, and this is your clarification of what happened. For others of you all, this may be something that either just happened or is about to happen. Somebody is about to be poisoned with some type of drug, and somebody is conjuring up some over them, like doing some type of spell over them. It's like somebody is going to be drugged with something, and they're doing the spell work to make sure that this person don't recover from, whatever this is. Because somebody's going to go to the hospital, but they're not going to recover. They're going to succumb to what this is, okay? Was my whole point in telling y'all all of this, okay? But this shit is real. Y'all stop thinking it's a game when it's really not. This ain't no for play. It's not for play. You know, it's a lot of people around you right now that they probably think you stupid. See, when I came up, anybody you asked I went to school with or anything like that or whatever, contrary to what anybody think, people probably assume that I'm a lame, that I'm what they call a square. Okay? Because I was quiet. I really was. I didn't have friends. I wasn't the popular one. I was quiet. I was to myself. That's literally how I was. I had manners. I was respectable. You know what I'm saying? I dressed decent. I wasn't in rags or dirty or any of that type of shit like that. Okay? And even though I was like 13, 14 years old, ninth grade, when I came out as lesbian, letting it be known about that, I wasn't fast and hot in the ass like that. Like, I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, back then, young people would skip school and do stupid shit. They would skip school and be outside publicly, smoking cigarettes. And, you know, and the police drive by and think they ain't gonna fucking stop them, asking why the hell they ass ain't at school. You know what I'm saying? Or they go be at the local store or something, doing stupid shit. You understand what I'm saying? Even times when I would run away, I was running away from my situation, not because I was delinquent. You know where they would find my ass at? At school. I didn't skip school. My dumb ass would run away and still take my ass to school. And they would come and find me at school. So I'm just telling y'all this, okay? Somebody's going to get some type of message of concern. Somebody may have received some type of messages, news, information, or communication about something here pertaining to this poison here. Okay, if this is something that has already happened, somebody could have sent somebody a message or seen some type of message, somebody talking about this though, because this is something that is hidden. It almost feels like this is somebody finding out that this is what happened to this person. Okay, and be careful with that. Y'all just don't understand what I went through with all these family members that passed. Like, when the man that I was taught is my father passed, I ended up telling my supposed mother. That woman looked me in my face and told me that's the best thing that could have ever happened to you. I swear for God on my life. She said that's the best thing. No, that's what she told me when I told her that he had been passed. When I told her he was in the hospital, she said, yeah, you know they said he had that. And then she just stopped. I knew she was insinuating. But babe, we were gonna mess around and be in a whole damn brawl. Okay, cause that's fucked up. You don't say no shit like that. You don't treat nobody like that. Okay? Because if it had been her, me and her been beefing our whole life. Okay? But I'm gonna tell you who I am. I'm the oldest out of every fucking body. So if I got the call, no matter if we was beefing or not, if you get the call that one of your family members in the house, you go and be by their side. That's your duty. You understand what I'm saying? So I would have been there for her even, you know, if she was in that position. And you done mistreated me my whole life. So you don't sit up and speak ill of somebody and they on their deathbed and they about to die, trying to insinuate this and that and the other about them or whatever, because you done mistreated me my whole fucking life. What I wouldn't do is one, sit up and plot and plan and scheme with nobody on how to set your ass up to sacrifice you. So what in the fuck make you, and even though this man wasn't in my life and didn't do anything for me, the man on his deathbed right now, so I'm gonna go see to him. That's the respectable thing to do, because I'm not with these cats, these sellouts and shit, sitting up and plotting on people's death and shit like that or whatever. You foul, and you messed up in the mind, sitting up wishing death upon people. Hell, I'm full damn grown. How I felt about not having no parents in my life to love me and take care of me or teach me anything. Them feelings, that went away a long damn time. I'm grown with a child of my own now. Ain't nobody dwelling on that shit. Somebody on their deathbed, you go see to them. Especially if these are the only people that you ever knew, whether they was there for you or not. They're supposed to be your damn parents. That's the respectable thing to do. When the man finally passed away, I let her know. That's the best thing that could have ever happened for you. This shit I've had to go through my entire life. Some of y'all done went through shit like this. Your mama's side against the daddy's side. The daddy's side against the mama's side. And you smack dad in the fucking middle. And everybody make you the fucking problem. You the center of the whole fucking problem. But they had the goddamn problem before the fuck you ever came along. And then if you a target now, them motherfuckers tag team together, working together against your ass. You the common denominator amongst every damn body. Now they all working against you. For the love of money. This is how these foul bastards do. Especially those of them of color. And it really annoys me. You know why? Because Caucasian people don't shake and move like that. There's no other race of people. Latina people, Mexican people, other people's cultures of people are well knit and put together. They don't shake and move like that. Even when you isolate some people of color, like your Jamaicans or your Africans, Haitians, different ones like that, Haitians and different things like that or whatever, they are well knit and put together. But African Americans who are in America, for some reason, they're completely fucked up. They work against their own kind, their own people, their own culture, their own race in a fucking heartbeat and be quick to tell another race how fucking special they are. How the hell they should be treated when you all don't even treat each other right? See, I just speak for what it is, what's right, period, point blank. I don't give a damn what side of the aisle it's on. We got the coffin card here. This is here with the whole family in on it, and time is money. They're doing this in an effort to gain some type of money. This is a sacrifice here. Somebody is setting up their own son or daughter, have poisoned their own son or daughter, and there's several other people in the family who is in on it. So clarify son or daughter with the world here. This is horizons here. So this could be something somebody have done in the past. This could be something that somebody has is trying to plan or plot in the future. Okay? If this is something that hasn't happened yet, you have family who is trying to poison you. Okay? Be careful about being invited to cookouts and gatherings and get-togethers where other people done cooked and different shit. Okay? Especially if somebody comes to you, oh, I baked you a pie. I made you a cake. And it's some unsolicited ass offer. Don't eat that shit. Don't eat that shit. Don't eat that shit. Because these deep fakes is all around you. That's why spirits say go with your gut. Some may right. These people's false persons. They fake, they phony, they fraudulent, they untrue. They lies, cheaters, deceivers, manipulators, con artists. Okay? They will smile up in your face while they smooth stab you in your back. Okay? Spirit clarify op and cold-blooded killers. Clarify ops and cold-blooded killers. There's a married couple whose spirit is referring to as ops and cold-blooded killers. This could be a mother and a father working together to kill their son or their daughter. But there's other people in the family that knows this is going on. Because spirits say the whole family's in on the setup. Okay? But there's a married couple. So this could be your mother and your father. If your mother and even if your mother and your father not together, that don't mean that they ain't came together and had a conversation to plot against your ass. Okay? But this could be your mother and your stepfather, your father and your stepmother. This could be any combination. But there's a married couple here who are cold-blooded killers. And Spirit is saying are ops. Okay? There's a main male who is a crisis actor. He is going to be there to be a witness to this gruesome murder of whoever this son or this daughter is. Yeah. Spirit clarify betrayal for the love of money. Yeah. A gift here. Somebody's trying to take a gift of some kind here. Somebody may have a will, an insurance policy. More than likely, it's probably an insurance policy. Okay? Because only people who got money like that have wills. Only, to be quite honest with you, only people who have like estates, properties, businesses, um, you know what I'm saying, a lot of assets, okay, a lot of money in the banks, a lot of valuable things have wills, okay. um, but anybody could have an insurance policy. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what this betrayal is for, in an effort for them to take this money. Mm-mm. Yeah, this is somebody's child here. This is somebody's child, somebody's daughter or son. Yeah. Spirits say they dangerous, and they sitting in expectation, waiting for this to happen, waiting on somebody to die, waiting to get this money. Spirit, clarify betrayal for the love of money. I keep seeing something about a wealthy man. Either, if this is a regular, everyday, average Joe family from middle class to lower class type of family, somebody got some type of connection with somebody who's a wealthy man, okay? Otherwise, this may be happening within a wealthy family. Spirit, clarify satanic sellouts. Clarify these satanic sellouts. But these satanic sellouts want to live a privileged lifestyle. They doing spell work. Somebody may already be privileged in some type of way. Look at this. Somebody's trying to get this great fortune. Somebody's trying to get this gift of this great fortune so they can be privileged here. Yeah. Main female, sudden wealth. Yeah, whoever this woman is, this might be this person's mother here. Okay, this say sudden wealth in house. I also see mature woman, unexpected income, change here. Somebody is trying to get this sudden wealth and this house. Something has to do with great fortune, sudden wealth, a house. It's this gift here. Okay? There are several people here who are involved. I see a main female, a mature woman. We had the main male that came out here. Whoever this main male is, gonna be there to witness this gruesome murder. Like, this person might assist this, whoever this married couple is. Look at this mature man. Murder was the case. This could be a mature man that this is happening to. This person is being drugged. They're gonna be rushed to the hospital. Like, if this person has any other type of like health conditions where they take regular medication, okay, whatever this person's gonna be poisoned with a combination of whatever their regular medications is, or whatever their regular diagnosis or illness or complications is, it's gonna piggyback off each other to make this situation worse here. Okay, we got official person at the bottom of the deck. This family may have somebody who's an official person who works for government in some type of way, or have a government job in this family, okay? Or this could be happening to an official person of some kind here, okay? But no, we got an official person that's working hard to do something here, okay? So this official person might be a family member or somebody that's connected to this family here. That's what's going on here, y'all. So clarify poison. Clarify poison. Also, y'all, look, for somebody, I'm getting more than one story now. For somebody, this is somebody's. For somebody, this is a parent trying to poison their child, their son or their daughter. But I keep getting that there is somebody's child who's trying to poison their parent as well. It will be the same scenario, the same case like I told you about, everything else that I talked to you about. it's gonna flip-flop for some people. For somebody, it's the parent that's trying to sacrifice the child. For somebody else, it's the child that's trying to sacrifice the parent, and they're trying to do so by poisoning them. Look at that. I see child, wife here. This child could be trying to poison their mother. Or it may be a father, because we got a mature man here. Yeah, we got enemy here. We got Lord, the bottom of the deck here. So somebody may feel like, if this is a wealthy family here, somebody feels like whoever this Lord, because the Lord is somebody who's in power, who's in authority, who's of an influence, okay? Somebody feels like this person is the enemy. Spirit, clarify poison with this message of concern here. What is this about? Okay, so we got surprise here. Somebody's gonna be like surprised or shocked by something. Like something is gonna happen to somebody suddenly, like all of a sudden out the blue. It's like it's just gonna be a regular day, like just, you know, regular meal time for this person, you know, something like that. And this person is not gonna be aware that they've been slipped something. Somebody also is gonna be surprised or shocked to get the news that maybe somebody has passed away or something like that. This whole family is in on it though. With haughtiness here, these people are very arrogant. They're very superior, very cocky, stuck up, full of themselves. So you're clarified daughter or son. Daughter or son. I see money here, but I also see my lady here. The bottom of the deck. It's like somebody's standing to gain some type of money by having this person. My lady talks about somebody who has a disease, an ailment, an illness, or a sickness here. Somebody's trying to gain some type of money by poisoning somebody. Spirit, clarify deep fakes all around. Okay. So somebody even have a friend, somebody that they think is a friend, who knows what's going on, who's in on this with the family. This person is a false person. So clarify op. So we have constancy here, okay? Constancy is someone who is faithfully dedicated, who is consistent at something, constantly doing something here, okay? Somebody may have tried something over and over again, have done something more than one time, okay? With crisis actor here? What? Wow. On crisis actor in main male, with witness to a gruesome murder, I get child. Somebody's child is that is a masculine, is a crisis actor, and it's gonna be there and witness this gruesome crime, this gruesome murder of this person. Wow. What is this here? Betrayal for the love of money. So we have falseness here. Like I said, that's like that false person coming out again. These people are fake, phony, fraudulent, untrue. Look at this. And they ready, set, go with this side card. Look, they got their black dress on and ready for a funeral. Look at, oh my God, I can't even make it up. Behind side, look what it say. Waiting. Didn't I just say they waiting for this to take place? Look at this. Old woman. This could be an old woman or old man, because this mature man that came out here on murder was the case. Look at this. Death. Somebody is sitting around waiting. Spirit, clarify. They're dangerous. With expectation. Pick your poison. They're Look at this. Joyfulness here. There's like 3 or more people here. Spirit say a whole family, but they're like joyous. They're happy. They're ready to dance on this person's grave. And they sitting up here waiting for this to happen, for this to take place. Look, so they can get this fortune. These people sick. Spirit, clarify satanic sellouts. Yeah, look, all they want is these gifts. All they want is these gifts, Spirit is saying. All they want is these gifts. Misfortune here. They want to cause this person some type of misfortune here. Why? Because they foes. A foe is somebody who's an enemy, who's an opponent. Yeah. Something is significant to a doctor and somebody that they marry and somebody that they married to or in a long-term committed relationship with. We got sweetheart. Lord. God dang. What? Come on, y'all. Y'all. Somebody play a player from the Himalayas, y'all. I can't even make it up. We got wedding here, which means somebody could be married, engaged, or in some long-term committed relationship with somebody. But somebody also has a sweetheart. Somebody is also fooling with a younger woman. Somebody also have a love. Like, this could all be the same person. Like, this sweetheart could be this young woman that's this person's lover as well. But this person is either in a marriage with somebody or a serious committed relationship. As well as this doctor, as well as somebody that's this person's pastor is involved with this. There's people who is traveling for this reunion, this coming together. This person's death, y'all. This is wow. Sigh. This is crazy here. Somebody here, whoever's passing away, this person has multiple lovers. Somebody who, if this is a parent that's trying to poison, take out one of their son or their daughter, they have another child that is in on this and is going to witness, is a part of being there and witnessing the gruesome murder of this person. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So say a person has, say you got multiple kids, right? Okay. Say your family member, say your mother, your father, one of your family, you got the whole family that's in on taking you out, okay? One of your kids is there to witness what is happening, what's going on here. Or if this is the parent that's trying to sacrifice one of the kids, this person has multiple kids. They're trying to sacrifice one of their kids, but one of their other kids is in on the setup to kill the other. You understand what I'm saying? Even the doctor is in on something here. Whoever, somebody's pastor is in. Either this person got somebody in the family who is a pastor, or if this person is religious, they have a pastor. All these people is aware that this person is a sacrifice. There's a lot of people here. This is crazy, y'all. This is seriously sad. Somebody is being poisoned, though. Somebody's being drugged with something. So you clarify poison. We got intuition here. Somebody using their intuition, trying to come up with like the perfect plan, the perfect way to commit the perfect murder or some shit like that. Somebody trying to get away with murder. Somebody think this how to get away with murder or some shit. So we clarify the whole family in on it. We got solitude here. This whole family that's in on it, they sitting back in solitude to themselves, by themselves, playing their role, acting like, you know, but they know the whole plan. They know what's going on. Spirit, clarify daughter or son. Clarify daughter or son. We got patience here. Somebody is being patient about doing something or when to do something here. Deep fakes all around. Yeah. So we got emotional loss here. This is like the 5 of Cups. So these people sitting there playing and pretend like they going to be in sadness and loss and disappointment and regret. But they are all in on this setup to poison this person. Spirit, clarify ops. Yeah, these ops is in mental conflict. Okay. They could be stressed or worried. They're in some type of conflict about something here, okay? The family, there could be some type of conflict or defeat or just mental conflict over the situation here. Yeah. Crisis actor here, transformation here. Somebody is literally here to witness this person's death. Somebody is like, this person like wants to be there or just going to happen to be there. Somebody is literally there witnessing somebody's death here. Spirit, clarify betrayal for the love of money. Betrayal for the love of money. Somebody got friends involved, lover involved, or spouse, children involved. Like their children don't have to be tiny children, but like their children could be adults or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's like multiple people that's involved here. Spirit, clarify betrayal for the love of money. Look at this. Accelerated motion here. Okay, so they moving forward with something because they trying to get to the bag. They trying to get this money here, okay? But with their dangers here, they may run into some type of obstacles and challenges here as it relates to this situation here. Spirit, clarify satanic sellouts. Clarify satanic sellouts. Look at that. Temptation here. This is the devil card. They chained to the devil. They shepherds for the devil. They're in the pockets of the satanic powers that be. Okay? They saw what they saw and the price was cheap. Okay? They full of temptations, desires, toxicity, bad habits, addictions, addictive patterns of behavior here. The satanic sellouts. Spirit, clarify murder was the case. Clarify murder was the case. The waiting game. Somebody is waiting for something. These people belong to some type of, with partnerships and alliances here, they all teamed up and linked up working together to pull this off. Okay? Some of them could belong to some type of witch coven, satanic cult, secret society or something like that as well. Any other messages, Spirit? Somebody want a new beginning. These people full of deception and envy, Spirit is saying. These deep fakes, these ops. Somebody. Yeah. See, these other family members that they think they slick, they in solitude because they trying to emotionally withdraw from the situation like they don't know what's going on. That's what them crisis actors do. You ever notice when these blood sacrifices happen to these wealthy people, they always conveniently be away when their family members of different things come up dead and shit. That's the same thing they do with targeted individuals, people on a lower level. This is the reason why they isolate targets, okay? Because if nobody is around you, you got no family, no friends, no lover, anything around you, when something happened to you, all these people can play pretend like crisis actually be like, oh my gosh. That is so awful. We had no idea anything was wrong. We can't believe this has happened. You know what I'm saying? So if the police go to look at, into anything or anybody, these people was a distance away, so they couldn't possibly have done the crime. That's the reason why they do that. If you look at the people in power, look to all thing you got to do is follow money with a lot of situations here, okay? Plenty of other sacrifices that's happening. If you notice, when the sacrifice happen of their people, they always be a distance away when it happens. Okay, somebody is in power. There's somebody that's a part of this family, or if somebody has some type of power or authority here that this could be happening to, or this family has some type of ties or links to somebody that's in power and authority in some type of way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay, yeah. Something is, this is conflict and defeat though, because something is going to cause some type of disruption here. There's going to be some type of disruption here. Something is definitely going to cause some type of conflict and defeat over the situation. Yeah, because the truth is going to come out. Some type of truth or clarity is going to come out about what really happened to this person, Spirit is saying. Yeah. Because this is a sacrifice here. Some type of truth is going to come out about what was being plotted and planned in the shadows against this person. Okay? So that's what's going on here, guys. Sad shame, honey. Sad shame. It's interesting. I'm seeing something else now. Same situation, but there's a parent that's trying to kill one of their children, as well as there's somebody's child that's trying to kill their parent. As well, do I see somebody who is wealthy and in power is happening too as well. I see somebody on a lower level, just regular, seem like regular family, regular everyday average Joe type of people that this is happening with. And I also see somebody who is in power, who holds some type of authority, somebody who is like wealthy, that this is happening to as well. And it's going to be the same scenario. Where one of their children is trying to take them out, and the family is, the rest of the family, the whole family is in on it. Or a parent is trying to take one of their kids out, but the whole family is aware that it's a sacrifice. Okay? So we got the 8 of Wands here. This talks about something is happening in very fast, very quickly, with speed. The 8 of Wands talks about multitasking. It talks about speed. It also talks about swift, fast communication. Okay? Remember that message of concern? Okay? There's a lot of people that's messaging back and forth to each other about what's to go down, what's going down, what's happening, and when. Okay? Spirit, clarify the whole family in on it. Yeah, we got the 10 of Cups here. So this is literally somebody's entire family that is in on something here. Yeah, we got the World here at the bottom of the deck with the Tower. Somebody is literally trying to cause a major tower situation here, okay? Spirit, clarify daughter or son. Clarify daughter or son, please. Somebody could have multiple children. See the High Priestess and the 4 of Wands here, which, you know, ties into a family, a marriage, something here. There's definitely a lot of secrets, hidden things, okay? This can also speak to someone being a High Priestess and knowing the truth and the clarity, know some type of truth or clarity or secret knowledge, secret information pertaining to their family here. Whoever this daughter or son is, this person is in hermit mode. This person is to themselves, by themselves. They might be isolated. They might be secluded. Okay, they're gone within. Okay, remember I was just telling you, a lot of times when these sacrifices, different things happen, sometimes these people be by themselves. Spirit, clarify deep fakes. Deep fakes. Yeah, they gossiping, they spying, they spreading rumors, they stalking, they're watching. This is that Page of Swords energy here. They deep fakes. Okay. What was this one? Spirit, clarify ops. Yeah. Ops here. Somebody is doing somebody is trying to manifest this to go in their favor. Somebody is manifesting this to happen, as well as manipulating things. Somebody is also doing witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, voodoo. Okay. Spirit, clarify crisis actors. Clarify crisis actors. So we got the Three of Cups here. This could be 3 people who gonna be on the scene, first to be seen. They done seen everything or some type of shit like that or whatever. There could be 3 people here who is going to be there to witness this gruesome murder. Okay. Spirit, clarify betrayal for the love of money. Betrayal for the love of money, please. Yeah, so we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Wands here. Okay, so there's a lot of jealousy and envy, hatred, spitefulness over this large amount of money here. Okay, that's what this betrayal is all about. Spirit, clarify they're dangerous. Clarify they're dangerous here. Yeah, 10 of Swords here. This is a whole family coming together to stab somebody in the back. Okay, these people are materialistic. They're evil, they're sinister, they're wicked, they're money hungry, gold diggers. That's all they care about. That's what they're doing this for. They're willing to stab this person in the back, sabotage this person, ruin this person, end this person, betray this person, be disloyal to this person. That's why Spirit is saying that they're dangerous. Spirit, clarify satanic sellouts. Clarify satanic sellouts, Spirit. Yeah. All they care about is the money. I just seen the Ace of Pentacles. Satanic sellout, Spirit. Yeah, look at this. 3 of Pentacles. They're all collaborating together for the purposes of money. There's something with 3s here. There's going to be, even though the entire family is in on something, there's going to be 3 or 6. 3 to 6. But I feel like it's 3. Because I keep seeing 3s here. The whole family is in on something, but there's going to be 3 main people. These deep fakes, these ops, these crisis actors that's going to be there to witness the gruesome murder of this person that's passing away. Okay? Yeah. I also see here the 4 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, as well as the Empress here. Somebody could be bribing somebody, making some type of bribes, offering others something here to go along with this sad occasion here. Because the 4 of Cups talks about an offer, a proposal, or even a bribe of some kind here. The 5 of Cups talks about sadness, loss, disappointment, and regret here. We have the Empress here. Okay? But all these people are collaborating together for the purposes of money here. Spirit, clarify murder was the case. Look at this, 9 of Wands. This is a sacrifice. The 9 of Wands talks about somebody who feel like a sacrifice needs to be made. Yeah. 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands here together. This is a sacrifice. This is a sacrifice. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles for money. This person is literally being killed for money, bro. For money. I kid you not. Oh my God, Ace of Pentacles. Somebody got a lot of money. Somebody stands to gain a lot of money. Somebody could be offering a lot of money to kill this person or something here. Okay? Yeah. There's extreme feelings and overwhelming emotions around this situation here. Okay? This wheel of fortune turning, this wheel turning here. These people, they are selfish, greedy, materialistic, gold digging ass individuals here. Spirit, clarify. Give us one more for this murder was the case. Murder was the case. Somebody's trying to seriously injure somebody to have them in the hospital. Murder was the case. Death. Okay. Somebody's trying to cause somebody's death. Okay. This is the judgment. This is the decision that these people have come together and made here. These people are liars. They're cheaters. They're thieves. They're manipulators. They're con artists. And they all working together to do this. They all working together. I see the Four of Swords here as well here. This person is going to be hospitalized. Okay. They done made the judgment to poison this person with something here. Some type of way. Okay. It's going to land them in the hospital here. And this person is going to end up dying in the hospital here. Remember the bottom of that other deck here. The bottom of this deck, you see doctor here. Hold on, guys. The bottom of this deck, you see official persons. There could even be some official persons in power, in government, who knows that this is going on, who's going along with this. There could be a doctor that's in on this as well, that's not going to put forth the effort, that's waiting on this to take place. When this person come into the hospital, not help this person, assist this person, save this person's life, because they want this person dead. They want this person dead and gone. There's a lot of people here that's in on this, because these people are so desperate to get this money. And it's a whole lot of it. You got the Nine of Pentacles here, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. All these people collaborating together. All these people collaborating together for the love of money. Yeah. Spirit said that's the truth. That's clarity. Ace of Swords here. Okay? For the majority of y'all, this is a parent. This is this is a family. Okay? Specifically somebody's parent. Like somebody's parent is the ringleader, parent, grandparent, or something that's trying to kill their son or their daughter. Okay? For others of you, this is somebody's child who's trying to take out their parent. Okay, guys? That's what's going on here, though. Okay? Try not to keep this so long, guys. Ooh, it's already over now, okay? But that's what's happening with this situation, honey. So I hope this gave you the truth and the clarity that you were seeking pertaining to a situation that you might be dealing with. For those of you who would like to contact me, honey, you can do so at tip.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. For those of you who are interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. I do thank you in advance. You can do so through CASHAPP, which is $tip-diamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/@36diamond. If I were you, if this is happening in your family and you don't have nothing to do with this, okay, and you notice that some funny things is going on with your family members, with, you know, and all this other kind of stuff, you know, you could try to put forth some type of effort to do something to keep, you know what I'm saying, to get this person all the assistance, all the care, all the help that they can while they're in the hospital, if they are able to be saved in some type of way. Okay? Because if not, there's a lot of people here who is in on this, and they sitting around waiting to get the phone call that this person is dead here. Okay? And these individuals stand to gain a lot of money here. Okay? Like I said, I'm seeing multiple situations. I'm seeing this happen with a regular family that's anywhere from middle class to lower class, but a regular family that either the mother, the that slipped out. I said the mother. The one of the parents is trying to kill one of their children. Okay? Or either the children is trying to kill the parents. Okay? But I also see this happening with someone wealthy. With the situation where this is happening with someone wealthy, their wife and their children and their immediate family is in on sacrificing them. The person who is wealthy that this is happening to, this is a wealthy man that this is happening to. And their wife and their children and their immediate family is in on sacrificing them so they can get their hands on their money. Okay? For the ones where this is a regular family who's not particularly wealthy that this is happening in, this is a parent that's trying to kill their child. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. If this is a regular family, this is a parent trying to kill their child. Where this is a wealthy family, this is a wealthy man that's going to be passing, but this is his children and his wife that's trying to take him out. That's all in on sacrificing him. Okay, that's how it goes. Okay, I was getting all that. I was trying to figure out how it went exactly, but that's how it is. That's how it is. This is happening to a wealthy man, and his wife and his children is in, his wife, children, and immediate family is in on blood sacrificing him. And they're going to do it by poisoning him. Okay? And this man may already have some other type of a existing condition where he take medication for or something like that, but he don't necessarily have to. But this man is going to be poisoned. But he's going to be poisoned with some type of drug that's going to be in his system. Like whatever this drug is, like if this man, does any type of street drugs himself, it already be in his system or whatever, but like there's some type of drug. Whatever this person is being poisoned with in either family, it's a drug. Whether it's a street drug or a pharmaceutical drug, it's a drug that this person is being poisoned with. Okay? Also, there's heavy spell work that somebody is doing, just like how I told y'all that story. Okay? There was a root that was put on the person I was telling you about, as well as this person was like given something. Okay? Because like when you're a really bad diabetic like that, not only do you have to eat properly, you can't eat certain things, and then you need to eat certain things, but you have to take your insulin, your medication like on time, and different things too. Okay? And anything can like literally, you know what I'm saying? When you have diabetes can literally sink you, you know what I'm saying, into a diabetic coma or something like that or whatever. But I'm telling y'all, for this is a wealthy man. This is his wife, his children, and the rest of his immediate family that is in on sacrificing him. That's why all that money came out. That's why we seen great fortune, properties, a whole bunch of money, all kinds of things. For the ones that this is a regular family, that's anywhere from middle class to lower class. This is a parent that wants to sacrifice their child. Okay? Even if this child is grown. You understand what I'm saying? This don't have to be like little bitty small baby. Okay? But it could be. You understand what I'm saying? But that's what's going on here, y'all. As always, y'all take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there's evil that's lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch surroundings and the company in which your children are in as well. And consider the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey. Keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. Y'all watch who you eating after, okay? Watch who you drinking after, watch, who you getting gifts from. Y'all need to understand anything can be cursed. Okay? Anything can be cursed. Any type of object, food, drinks, clothing, money, jewelry, anything can a person can put a spell upon. Okay? A person can a person can cast a spell upon you, okay, and have that energy with them and do nothing more than shake your hand or reach in to hug you and put that curse on you. Okay? It could be as simple as that. Okay? So y'all just, that's why I tell y'all, watch your surroundings, watch the company you keep. Okay? I've gone through this. Okay? From, I've been a targeted individual for a very long time. And, one of their main psychological operation tactics is to isolate the target or whatever. Well, it didn't bother me because I done been a loner my whole life. For somebody who is a loner, we don't trip over shit like that or whatever. I don't know if they thought I, would somehow break down and I wouldn't be able to make it because I didn't have anybody around me. No, because I had nothing but ops around me that I knew was ops any damn way. That wasn't really for me like that. And especially the person like me, I ain't never had family like that. You know understand what I'm saying? Even the people that I thought that was my family, that really isn't my family, they were never there for me like that. So you can't miss some shit you ain't never had. They wasn't in my life to begin with. You understand what I'm saying? So to isolate me from these people, you're not hurting me, okay? But when people come around that normally don't come around, because see what happens is when you're a targeted individual, they'll select certain people that, they'll get their orders from their little handlers and tell them when they can come around, what they can and can't do, what they can and can't say to you, and different things like that or whatever. Anytime they want to pop up all of a sudden, call out of sudden. I'm talking about people who don't normally call you, who don't normally text you, who don't normally come and visit, none of shit like that. They all of a sudden want to call, they all of a sudden want to text, they all of a sudden want to pop up, they all of a sudden want to gift you something. That's because some white folks in power is watching, that they working for, that they sold out to. So they putting on a stunt in the front for them white folks, okay? Because my fake mother had to do that in a minute. We done been beefing my whole life. My child ain't never even spent the night with this woman. I swear to God on my life. My daughter couldn't even tell you her whole name. Couldn't tell you her address. No shit like that. Okay? She don't know that woman's real name. She know about Mimi. That is not her name. Okay? But these new school grandmothers, they don't want to be called grandmothers anymore. They don't want to be called grandma or granny or nana. Some civilized that still means grandmother. You understand what I'm saying? They want to be called all other type of shit. But yeah, this person started all of a sudden popping up. And I remember I told y'all years and years ago, back in the beginning of me being a target, because this person, because she knew what they was going to do to me at the beginning, I'm still trying to figure out everything and who all involved and what's all going on and everything. She ended up calling me that one time. She was like, Tiffany, just kill yourself. And see, the worst thing they ever did was to let me know that you want me dead. Now I got every reason in the world to live. Now you got to come kill me in this bitch cold blood yourself, because I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of killing myself. You understand what I'm saying? I kid you not. She said this to me. You understand? And how I knew she was under mind control and they be controlling them, because this person, anytime a person says something to you and a couple days or next week or later on you mention it back to them and they smooth act like, I'm talking about argue you down. They did not say that. They under mind control. And they either don't remember that they said it, or two, they gaslighting the hell out of you. Okay? Or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of these people, I began to know they was acting funny. Okay? I'm gonna tell you another thing too. People who don't normally be around you, have nothing to do with, they start popping back up, and they pop up and they got on black and white Masonic symbolism. They got blonde hair in their head. That blonde hair, that is Caucasian. Blonde hair don't look good on nobody but Caucasian folk. Okay? Y'all please stop doing that. Caucasian people are making a mockery of black folks with this shit. Okay? You dark as midnight. It ain't nothing wrong with your dark skin, whatever color you is, baby. Okay? But you walking around here with that Goldilocks ass blonde hair in your head ain't nothing but a symbolism to let people know that you are MK Ultra mind control. That's what that symbolized for. Okay? I'm talking about when these people get to coming around you and they got on black and white and got on long Rapunzel ass hair in their head and it's Goldilocks fucking blonde. I ain't talking about though, you know, honey blonde is cute. Honey blonde don't really look like blonde. You know what I'm saying, like bleach blonde. You know what I'm saying? Honey blonde, it look kind of like a you know, almost like a lighter color brown with like streaks of the little blonde, the honey. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking to these people that walk around here with this all bleach blonde, Goldilocks looking blonde hair in their head, and they don't look good on nobody but white folk. Okay. But hey, y'all grown, y'all can do what y'all want to do, but I'm trying to tell you, y'all letting these people make a mockery out of you. You don't see them walking around. This will be like taking a Caucasian person and telling them to put an afro, or putting a fro on their head. Yeah, you don't see them doing that. But you allow them to convince you to put their hair in your head. And you walk around with it and swear you cute. Your ass is under mind control. That's what that means. That's why they had them people in the industry do that shit. When you see them folks with that blonde hair in their head, they under mind control. When you see them have to shave their hair off all of a sudden, they ain't got no disease. They under fucking mind control. They've been told to do that. It's called a humiliation ritual. That's what that is. That's what that is. When you see them put the men in dresses and parade them around in the movies or out in public and shit, that is called a humiliation ritual. That's what that is. Okay? Stop letting these people make a mockery. Use your own damn mind. Now, if you like that, if you want to wear that, if you feel good in you, by all means, do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy and fulfills you. But if you are doing that shit because it has been suggested to you, and you are getting some type of incentive or money, somebody convinced you that if you do this, you will get that, you are a mind-controlled slave. Please stop doing that. I'm telling you the truth. I ain't hating on you. It's your body. It's your life. It's your hair. I'm just telling you what it means. I'm telling you where it come from. I'm telling you the reason why it's done. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all the same people who allow these people to tell you, you won't be rich and famous. Oh, okay. Oh, you won't come up in the game. Oh, you want that executive position, huh? Okay. Okay. Well, what we gonna need from you is a sacrifice of somebody closest to you. You allow them people to tell you that, but I bet you can take your ass with your colored self to them and say, hey, I'm gonna need you to make a sacrifice first. I bet you couldn't go and tell them to sacrifice one of theirs. But you have allowed them to convince you that you should sacrifice your own kind, your own bloodline, your own people for you to have anything. A high position, title, role, riches, wealth, fame. But do you really want fame and fortune that bad? You so desperate to be on the cover of people's magazines and to be on the talk shows and on people's TV screens and all that shit. You that desperate for that popularity, for that fame, for that and all of that you willing to go through? Because that's why they treat y'all that way they do. That's why they treat y'all as slaves and make a mockery of you. Should it be like that way? No, absolutely not. It's wrong. So I'm not making fun of you. I'm just blatantly telling you what the hell is going on. It's stupid. It's dumb. I understand why so many people do it. It's absurd. But this is what's going on. Okay? And I know a lot of y'all see this. Y'all see people who call themselves being internet famous. They want to be internet rich, internet famous, internet popular and shit. They selling out too. That's why they got all them hundreds of thousands of millions of subscribers. All them people ain't subscribed to them. Them is paid and bought for subscribers to make it look like they got a lot of subscribers, to draw in real subscribers to come and see their content. Okay? And if you notice, they throw up hand signs and symbolisms too. They got to wear certain color codes. They put the certain shit in their head. They all got to represent the LGBTQIA. It's all a part of the agenda, baby. It's all a part of the agenda. You have to go along with what they pushing. You know what I'm saying? If you want the position. If you want the money, honey. This is what they got. This is what they do. This is when they play y'all like you fools. It's mind over matter. And if you don't mind, then it don't matter. This is why they do what they do. And they sit back and watch. I swear they watch. Then what going on? Anyway, long story short, so this woman started coming around, y'all. Long ass Rapunzel ass hair. And I began to ask, because I done seen you all your life. You ain't never had no damn blonde ass hair in your head. Look, let me ask you something. What person do you know act like they saved, sanctified, delivered, holier than thou at church every time the doors open, have spent more in tithes and offering than they ever had on their children, walking around with long blonde ass hair in their damn head? Don't worry, I'll wait. What first lady you know who looked the hair like that? Because she's a sellout for sure. Let me know in the comment section. You don't want to put your church, your people, or anything like that on blast. You can email me personally, and that's why I won't tell nobody. Okay, just let me know personally. Because I'm here to let you know they's a sellout for sure. That shit is dumb. And it make you look like a fool. And I ain't no kind of pressure. I'm telling y'all, it don't matter across the board. I ain't never been pressured ever in my life. There's white people in my family right now, my supposed family right now. I got Philippine and black mixed cousins. I got Caucasian and African American mixed cousins. Okay? I got Caucasian uncles and all kind of shit. Look, my last name is German. Okay? You type in Ziegler and see how many white people you see, okay? Don't get it twisted because my skin is dark, baby, okay? You don't know nothing about my genes or where I really come from. Understand that. So this woman, y'all, she started coming around with this shit. Now, all of a sudden, she pops up with something I had never heard of before. But I looked it up, and there's plenty of other people who have made them in different things called Kool-Aid pies. But you need to understand, this woman ain't done nothing for me like that. Ain't went out her way to do anything for me like that. Pop up all of a sudden, want to be all generous and give me whole pies that ain't nobody else got a slice out of or nothing. I took it. Just to be courteous, just to be nice, but Spirit told me don't eat it. This is what I'm talking about. I said all that to tell y'all, to bring it back to what I was originally telling y'all. Be careful who you accepting things from, who you eating after and different things, even if you think you know them, even if they some kin to you. They're supposed to be your family, especially if you are a target. Now, if your life is fine and everything is okay and you got a nice, loving family, ain't been no problem, everybody well-knit, I ain't telling you to go around acting like Inspector Gadget. It's not what I'm telling you. You understand? Don't create no problem where there ain't no problem. Okay? You know your circumstance, your situation, and what you're dealing with and what you're going through. Okay? I ain't telling you by any means to go around acting ignorant with people. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, but you know, if certain people in certain situations and certain things ain't right. One time I popped up at this lady's house. I don't know what I had to go over there for. It was something. It was something. But the Kool-Aid thing pie wasn't even done. I walked in, she all of a sudden just whipped up this thing so fast, and the thing has to have cream cheese in it, okay? Everybody who, like myself, who bake and cook and do different things, you know anything that you want to use cream cheese for, you have to let it sit out like overnight, like over there. It has to be room temperature to use it for it to be smooth. Otherwise, it'll be chunks of cream cheese in it, even if you try to blend it down. Y'all, she had them whipped up this thing so goddamn fast. I wasn't even there that long. So damn fast, determined to give me this Kool-Aid pie thing or whatever. And I'm like, why you gotta whip this up this fast and get it to me like this? Y'all, that was like the second, third time she had made that bug or whatever. She was trying to kill me. She was trying to poison me. Okay? Be careful who you accept things from, okay? I don't care if you juggling, if you struggling, if you ain't got a dime to your name. I got some in here right now that I know got money in it. I ain't opened it. It's sealed and hid. I have it binded because I know if I open it, it'll release the curse onto me. And it's happened to me before. Back years ago, at the beginning of my targeting, my daughter, I would stop accepting things from people, but I'm not that type of person. Like when you know what I'm saying, if it's was something for my child, I'm not gonna be stupid like, yeah, he can't have it. You know what I'm saying? Like that or whatever. I'm not that type of person. You understand what I'm saying? So even though I stop accepting things from people, a lot of times as parents, especially good parents, if somebody finally want to come around and, want to do something for your child, you be like, you allow them to have it. You understand what I'm saying? If it's real, you allow them to have it or something, especially if it's like their special day, like a birthday, something like that or whatever. So I made a mistake and I did this. And one time my ex popped up and she popped up with a couple of dresses. And I went on and let my daughter have it. They was brand new. And $200 to get whatever else she wanted. Now, I wasn't really thinking about the money being cursed at the time. I knew she was the op and was working against us or whatever. And it was interesting because I thought to myself, also another thing too, especially when people that you have been in a relationship with, once you have gotten away from those people and you know that you are a targeted individual and these people are a part of targeting you, these people will begin to try to do more things for you that they did than they did when y'all were in a relationship. Okay? Now, when I was in a relationship with my ex, even though I ain't gonna stunt in front, we didn't want for shit. You know what I'm saying? We assisted and helped each other. You know what I'm saying? All the bills was paid and different things like that. But other than that, it was it. My ex, breadcrumbed me. Shortchanged me. You know what I'm saying? Didn't go out of her way to make me feel special or loved or anything. Wasn't passionate, romantic, or anything like that or whatever. I had to even talk to this person about this and just absolutely would not be, which I know this person is like this with other people, but not me. Was jealous of me and all kinds of shit, didn't want me to have shit and all kinds of shit, and I bent over back to get this person extra money and make sure they alright and all kinds of shit, but wouldn't do shit for me. You understand what I'm saying? That's another thing. When you would do for a person and they won't even give you the same, this ain't even about expecting somebody to give you more than what they got or more than what you willing to give. But if they won't even be equal with you, okay, this somebody that's not for you and don't really care about you like that. Okay? And you have a lot of people like that, and it's not because you expecting them to have something that they don't have. That's just some cocky, arrogant, stuck up bitch that want to live above her means. Well, I'm talking about a person when you know that they have it, but they just won't put forth the effort to make you feel special within the relationship. Okay? Like birthdays come up, they either totally forget or wait till the day of while you in the store with them to go get you a couple dollar items and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? No effort whatsoever. You understand what I'm saying? But when their days come, you go all out for them. You know what I'm saying? But they don't do that for you. This is a person who is really jealous of you, who is really an op, who is really not for you. Okay? But we're going to get off of here. Long story short, I didn't realize the curse about the money at the time. So I went ahead and allowed my daughter to have it. Okay? So I'm like, okay. This cool. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't got to do a damn thing for me. But if you decent enough to, come around and want to be kind enough to do something for my child, I'll allow her to have it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, after that, I kid y'all not, that shit was a curse on my money, on my finances. All type of shit will begin to happen on your job after that. And anything connected to your finances, your car breakdown. You'll lose a job all of a sudden out the blue. Or your money all of a sudden dwindle all the way down. That shit was a curse on my money. And it seemed like a blessing in the moment. Especially if you ain't got much. But the moment you spend that, first of all, the moment you accept it, the curse is already there. But on a money curse, the moment that you spend that money, the curse is then activated. It'll curse because it's finances, it will curse your finances that you do have. Okay? Whatever that may be. Y'all, all kinds of shit begin to happen. And after that, I stopped accepting anything. Whether it's for myself, for my child, or anything like that. Okay? So I'm just telling y'all, I be telling y'all these experiences to help you, because sometimes people are going through stuff and they assume that they're the only persons that's going through things. Okay? Because a lot of times like this type of stuff we keep in. As a high priestess, you don't necessarily talk about everything that you know. Okay? And then we really don't either, because a lot of times it feeds the enemy. You know, and they sit back and laugh, oh, ha, 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 they going through this, they going through that, oh, yeah, that curse worked on them, and this, that, and the other, or whatever. So a lot of times we hold a lot in that we're dealing with, especially when you're a targeted individual, okay? But every once in a while, especially when you're in a position like I am, and it's my duty, it's the reason why I'm here on this earth, to help and to heal and assist other people, then sometimes you have to tell people other things that might help them. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's somebody else in the world who is keeping things that they're going through bottled in, or they have tried to talk to people near and dear to them who just don't understand. Sometimes it takes somebody who all the way across on the other side of the country or the other side of the world, that you hear, oh, this person is going through this too, to know that you're not alone, and to know how you can deal and how you can cope with whatever it is that you're going through. Okay, this is the reason why I tell y'all these things. I don't tell y'all these things because I'm sitting around here having some no pity party, oh, woe is me, and all this shit is fucked up. Okay, it you know, it puts stress on your life and different things like that, but it is what it is. Okay, as long as you still got breath in your body, the world don't stop spinning for nobody. You got to keep on trying, you got to keep on pushing, you got to keep on going. Okay, until you can't no more. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's what pisses off the enemy the most, because everything that they put an effort in to do to you is in an effort to halt you, to stop you, to block you, to get you to give up on life, give up on yourself, okay? To become your own worst enemy type of thing. That's the type of shit that the enemy loves. You know what I'm saying? When the enemy know they done hurt your feelings, when the enemy know that they done lowered your self-esteem, when the enemy know that they done put you down, that they got you stuck, that they got you stagnant, that you ain't feeling good, and you ain't looking good, and you ain't caring, and however they want you to feel, that's what they done conjured up. That makes them feel good to see you in that energy. Okay, so you have to, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're dealing with, you got to keep on trying, you got to keep on going. Okay, you got to keep on planting seed, applying effort. Okay, and whatever you believe in, meditate, pray, recuperate, do whatever you got to do to heal yourself, to recuperate, so you can keep on going. Okay, because as long as you living, as long as you breathing, the enemy ain't won yet. It is what it is. Okay? So this is the reason why I tell y'all these things. But seriously, y'all. Okay? Y'all watch that. Especially if you are a targeted individual. Okay? Because I'm telling you, the number one tactic of their psychological operation is to isolate the target. Okay? Because it automatically puts you in your head. You have nobody else there but you. You got no lover. You got no friends. You have no associates. You have no family. You know, and even those of you that have other coworkers that have a job, who is blessed enough to even still have a job, even your coworkers is moving funny and acting funny with you and different things like that. So you're really by yourself. You understand what I'm saying? But when these people get to coming around and they looking different and they acting different and they talking different and they wearing things that they don't normally wear and they looking a certain way that they don't normally look and all this other kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And it be the simplest things. It be the simplest things. Like with my ex favorite color is red and black. I bought my ex clothes, a lot of them, down to the drawers, your socks, your undergarment, everything. You understand? I know what you got, okay? Besides a regular pair of blue jeans, this person didn't own anything blue, except for a couple of their work shirts that she had to wear. You understand what I'm saying? When you become a targeted individuals, they use certain colors as certain things. Well, they cripping on my supposed daddy side, okay? They all about that blue. Here, I swear to God, if I show y'all the funeral pictures and what I wore that day, what everybody was in that day, his suit was in the same color. He was buried in royal blue and white. So everybody was in royal blue and white, okay? Because they cripping over there, okay? Across the river over there. They cripping over there, okay? I told y'all a long time ago, born in the Crip gang, raised by the blood gang. It is what it is. I ain't never had to been a part of no gang. I don't gang bang, okay? I ain't been set in, jumped in, fucked in, none of that, okay? I have a mutual respect for either gangs, but I ain't never had to be a part of it. You understand what I'm saying? But they're cripping over there. So, how I knew, one of the ways that I knew that my ex was an op and was linked up with the ops on my dad's side of the family, she started wearing all this fucking blue all the time. You ain't like blue. You know what I'm saying? Every time you turn around, you know what I'm saying? When you in the hood or whatever, just regular conversation, blood, hey, blood, yeah, blood, well, found it. Now you dripped and dripped out of this mug in blue. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, all type of shit about my people over here that don't even fuck with me. How is it that you know all this shit about you know what I'm saying? This is the stuff that you have to pay attention to. You have to observe. You got to watch. Okay? What be going on? This how I knew that this person was an op and what was going on. I'm talking about even one time I came home with, at the time, my daughter loves, My Little Ponies. And everybody know all the ponies in My Little Pony, they all, Rarity and all the different names of them or whatever. They all different colors. Okay? Now, the one that she came home with, it wasn't even my daughter's favorite. Okay? She liked Fluttershy. And Rarity, and it was another one. She come home with this blue, supposedly, from one of our co-workers. This huge blue ass My Little Pony little stuffed animal thing for my daughter all of a sudden. They used to have her try to poison me too. She used to come home with all this random ass food and shit that she wouldn't eat that was specialized for me, okay? All such and such made this. Of course, it was some type of dessert or some type of food or this, that, and the other was specialized for me. You don't want none? You don't want, and that's another thing you got to do, okay? You got to pay attention to. Anytime somebody want to offer you something, okay, especially if this is like your lover or y'all real close, y'all live in the same house, they don't want none of it, but it's just specialized for you. You just supposed to eat it. That shit is probably drugged or it's poisoned in some type of way, okay? But that shit just flows through me. Every time that I've been drugged, I always know, okay? Because it'll make my stomach hurt and it'll make you have to go to the bathroom and you flush it out, okay? And then it'll be gone or whatever. I know every time I'd have been poisoned. I know every time I'd have been drugged, okay? So this is what you have to pay attention to, okay? Because of the fact I don't drink, like I drink, but I don't drink to be drunk. Anytime you drink, you the type of person who drinks alcohol, no matter what type of alcohol it is, but you don't drink to the point of being drunk, like scummy drunk, falling down drunk, can't, don't know where you're at and all this other kind of shit or whatever. Anytime when you get to the point where it feel like your head's spinning, feel like the whole room is spinning and different shit, and you end up having to be, somebody had to pick you up, take you somewhere, and then you can't walk on your own, you have been drugged. And the next day, you don't hardly remember what happened, how you got in the bed, how you got back home. All this like you've been drugged. Okay? can't remember what happened, you know what I mean? If anybody had sex with you, anything like that, especially if you can't remember much of what went on the next day. All the last thing you was remember, everybody was out chilling, playing cards, playing domino, having a drink. You was up, you were fine. After your head got to spinning, you don't remember shit else. You wake up the next day, you wherever you at. In your room, on the couch, on the floor, wherever the hell you at. It's because you was drugged. That's happened to me a few times. And I know every damn time it happened. And I was drugged. Because I have a low tolerance to anything. But see, other people, when they do shit to people like that, they don't know. The people who do certain things, especially like drink or whatever, you know your tolerance. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't never drank to be drunk like that. You understand what I'm saying? So when your body is different, when things is off and different things, this is how you can tell different things. Okay? You also know your body when you, not to be nasty or whatever, but when it comes to like your bodily fluids, like for a woman who have a cycle, you know about what time of month your cycle gonna come on. You know about how long your cycle gonna last and different things like that or whatever. They have ways to manipulate that with witchcraft and different things like that. They do a lot of spell work on you. They are obsessed with bodily fluids, okay, and not even just blood, okay, but they'll do shit and they can prolong your cycles and all this other kind of shit or whatever. Do a lot of spell work when you're on your cycle and different things like that or whatever. But also bowel movements. Now, any doctor would tell you that it is actually normal for a person to have regular bowel movements. This is literally how you're supposed to flush out your system and different toxins and waste and different things like that or whatever. Is actually, a doctor would tell you it's actually normal for you to have a bowel movement like every day. I think that is excessive. I think it's fucking gross. I have never in my life, and my immune system is great. My body is fine. You understand what I'm saying? Some people have to go like multiple times a day. You know what I'm saying? Some people may only have a bowel movement like once a day. I'm not trying to be gross here, guys. Okay, this is something that everybody do. This is a way of life. It just is what it is. Okay, and trust, I'm saying it properly when other people will be like shit and you know what I'm saying, all of the kind of crap or whatever. But a doctor will tell you that it is normal for a person, like it is actually recommended that you would have a bowel movement every day. I do not. You understand what I'm saying? And my body is fine, okay? And so like for me, once or twice a week is like fine enough, like great, fine, and feeling fine, and everything is fine. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. And reason why I'm telling you this is because whatever your bodily functions is, so say you the type of person who only have 2 bowel movements a week, okay? If you are having excessive bowel movements more than you would normally do, just normally functioning on your own, okay? So say you done got to the point where you having to go now like 3 times a day, every single day, and this has gone on for a whole week, okay? 9 times out of 10 you done been poisoned with something, okay? The first kickback to poison is for it to come out of your body. Once it worked through your system, it breaks itself down, it's trying to come out, and it's either going to come out one or 2 ways, okay? Out your mouth or out the back, okay? And so that's usually what happened, okay? If it has been given to you excessively, you could have both coming from both ends, okay? And like really, really bad nausea, and you can't sleep, you can't eat, you having stomach cramps, you in night you having sweats, and you know, when you've been poisoned excessively, you'll have those symptoms, okay? But if you've been given a small amount of poison or whatever, the first thing it's going to do is make your stomach hurt, and your body is going to reject it, because it's not supposed to be in the body. So the first thing the body's going to do is to reject it. And if it's been given to you in a small amount, it's going to make your stomach hurt. It's going to make you have to go to the bathroom. Okay, so I said all that to say, not to be gross, guys, but to tell you, if your normal bathroom schedule is off and you feel like you have been given something, sometimes this can happen. The same thing will happen if you have experienced food poisoning as well. Okay, sometimes, and food poisoning can happen naturally by cross-contamination from restaurants and things like that. So if you eat out a lot or whatever, cross-contamination and different things like that or whatever, can have, that's how food poison happen. The same process will happen. That it will reject, your body will reject that. The first thing it will do, it will make you sick to your stomach. You'll have to use the restroom, or you'll have to throw up, or you'll become nauseated and different things like that. If it's a worst case, you'll get the fever, you'll get sweats, you'll get, all the other symptoms or whatever. I'm just giving y'all a real quick brief breakdown of what you might experience when you've been drugged, and what you might experience when you've been poisoned. You understand what I'm saying? So anything that seems off to you like that, if you're not particularly sure if somebody done slipped you something like that. Also, another thing, if you get around certain people and it seems like y'all up and y'all about, y'all having a good time, y'all laughing and talking and different things like that, and you all of a sudden are drowsy, this person has done something, has given you something, especially if they have touched you in a certain way. Okay? And when it feels like they're touching you, it feels like they're pricking you or poking you with like a teeny tiny needle or something like that. This person is putting you into like a comatose like type of state. It makes you fall asleep this way, and you'll be like totally blacked out. You'll be totally knocked out in a deep sleep, and this person is maneuvering around and doing things around you. It could be witchcraft, it could be whatever, while you're asleep, okay, to manipulate you. Okay, that's another thing. If you become drowsy all of a sudden when you're around certain people, just out the blue, they have ways to manipulate this as well. Okay, then like I said, 9 times out of 10 you may have been slipped something. Okay, and that could be from being poisoned or drugged. Okay, if you just feel your eyes are really heavy to the point you can't even keep your eyes open at all. Okay, so anyway guys, we'll get into that later on another reading or something like that. Okay, y'all just be careful how y'all shake and move. Okay, there's some real sketchy people out here. Okay, honey, I be telling y'all all the time, girl, if it can help you, save you, or something in any type of way. Okay, but y'all take care. Okay, until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.